Yo, what's up, movie people? I hope you're doing well. This is gonna be my review of The Little Mermaid. Just came out. This is the remake of the live action classic. I'm gonna have no spoilers here, so don't worry about that. But let's get right to the review.
I don't know how, but I know something's
Alright, so the plot of The Little Mermaid follows the youngest of King Triton's daughters. Ariel is a beautiful and spirited young mermaid with a thirst for adventure. Longing to find out more about the world beyond the sea, Ariel visits the surface and falls for the dashing Prince Eric. Following her heart, she makes a deal with the devil sea witch Ursula to experience life on land. Alright, so I did rewatch the original just like a week ago before I saw this movie, so I was kind of prepared for what was going to happen and all that. But honestly, the trailers for this movie didn't really sell me like some other movies do. But honestly, I walked out of the movie and I really had a pleasant time. It was a pleasant surprise. I do think that some of these Disney live action movies kind of struggle. Pinocchio from last year, that was horrendous. But I like most of them. I like the Aladdin movie, Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson. I thought that one was good. Christopher Robin with Ewan McGregor, and I feel like this one kind of fits along the same lines of Aladdin from 2019. I think that's when that came out. And so I kind of feel like they're the same, and I think I enjoyed them like the same way. I think they're all really some pleasant movies. There's a fun time with both of them. But really, this movie reminded me of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, which are also made by Disney. So they're kind of the same in my opinion. Like when you're on the land with Prince Eric and Ariel together, it kind of looks and feels like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, just without our boy Jack Sparrow there, played by Johnny Depp. But honestly, I was not expecting it to be this good. I really thought it was a really good movie, and I thought that the performances were great. I want to talk about Halle Bailey for a second. I haven't seen her in anything. I guess this might be one of her first roles as an actress. I know she is a singer, but she was fantastic in this. She really brought this film to life, because when she came on screen and started singing, I was like, wow, she has a beautiful voice, and she really brings her all in this one. I just, if I saw her and just was like, oh wow, maybe she's not a singer, I'd be like, damn, her voice is really good. But she's a singer and she brought it here. They picked one of the best actresses for this, probably because if you found a different actress, she might have not sang as well as Halle did. So I think Halle did really well with this role, and I was not expecting her to do this well, but I'm very happy with her in this one. And that makes me even more excited to see her in The Color Purple coming out later this year, because she's probably going to do very good in that. I think that one's also kind of a musical, so she'll probably be singing in that one. But I thought she did really great in this one. I thought her emotions were great in that second half, because Ariel in that second half doesn't talk really a lot because her voice gets taken away by Ursula. So I thought she really had some great emotions with her face. She showed good emotions with her eyes. I think she did a great job also. And talking about the rest of her cast, I want to talk about Melissa McCarthy for a minute, because I get a little worried when Melissa McCarthy joins a movie, because sometimes she's a little too much for me. In her comedy films, I like her a little bit because she's really funny, but some of her recent movies, like she made with Netflix and her husband, have just been really bad stinkers. So seeing her cast as Ursula here, I was a little bit worried, but I really enjoyed her in this movie. When she sang Poor Unfortunate Souls, which is one of the best songs in the soundtrack, I was like, oh my gosh, get it. I was like, Melissa McCarthy, you can really sing. She was really good, and she was actually kind of terrifying by that end battle where they all have that big battle. But she was really good in this movie, and she had a great look. She looked really good, really menacing, she really played Ursula so well. I kind of look at her how I look at Halle Bailey. I'm like, I don't think you could have got a different actress for these roles, because they both did so well in playing their parts. So I think that Melissa McCarthy really blew this role out of the water, because as I said, I was a little bit worried, but I came away so surprised with her performance, and I just want more of her as Ursula, because she was just so cool. She was really cool, so menacing too, and her singing was just so great. I love it so much. I want to talk about Javier Bardem. I don't really have a lot to say about Javier Bardem. He plays the King Trident, the Ariel's dad. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, he was good, but he didn't really show too much to where I was like, oh yeah, King Triton's a big bad guy, a big bad dad. He didn't get too mad at all. His acting seemed a little bit monotone through some of the film, but you know, I guess they didn't tell him really what to do too much. But it's Javier Bardem. He gives a good performance anyways. And last one I want to talk about is Jonah Howard King. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm not sure, but he played Prince Eric. I thought he did really well. I liked his acting skills a lot. I think him and Halle Bailey had some really great chemistry there, and you really saw it when they're both on the land and they're basically both exploring the land, having their little hangout sessions through the film. I thought their chemistry was great. I loved his acting. I thought that he only sang one song, I'm pretty sure, but he had a really good voice. I liked his song. I want to talk about some others, which is going to be Flounder, Scuttle, and Sebastian. The ones that the internet has been all worried about, and me included. I'm going to say that out of those three, Sebastian was great. I love Sebastian. He's an awesome character. And Daveed Diggs, he really voiced that role so excellently. I loved him in it. He brought so much charisma and excitement to Sebastian. I really liked. But I gotta say, these characters, they have some weird designs, you know. The eyes are so freaky. The only one I got used to was Sebastian, maybe because I liked him a lot more. I got used to his eyes, but I think Flounder's eyes just really took me out. I feel like if they would have changed Flounder's design up just a little bit more, I would have been okay with it. But Jacob Tremblay, I think he did okay. He did well. He wasn't really in it for that much. He had a couple of lines, but didn't do too much. But Scuttle, played by Awkwafina, she was good, but I just feel like you could have picked a different actress for Awkwafina. That's the only one in this cast, which I wasn't really okay with while watching the film. And I was really disappointed because Awkwafina I feel like she brings something to this movie that I didn't really need. It's a little too silly, her performance. And I think that someone different should have been cast as Scuttle because Awkwafina just doesn't bring too much here to really make me so surprised about Scuttle and so happy to see Scuttle. But Scuttle's design actually wasn't bad. It was just Awkwafina that I just don't really like. It's two performances by Awkwafina in this year I don't like, with this and Renfield. I don't hate Awkwafina. I liked her in Shang-Chi. I just don't think Scuttle was the role for her to take. I want to talk about the music a little bit. Music was done by Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'm pretty sure. He did excellent here with the music. I think all the music's great. As I said, one of my favorite songs in this was Poor Unfortunate Souls by Melissa McCarthy. I loved Party Your World, that one. And I loved, what was the one by Sebastian? He sang that one. I forgot that one. I forgot the one that Sebastian sang. Whatever one Sebastian sang, I really like that one. I don't know how I'm forgetting on it. I'm blanking right now. But I thought the music was really catchy, just like some of the other ones. Just like Aladdin, I said they're kind of the same. It made me feel like Aladdin. I really love the music here. The pace and runtime. This movie is 2 hours and 15 minutes. I thought that the pace was pretty good. It's pretty good pace. I felt like the third act was a little bit rushed because we spent so long getting used to the world in the first act, so they had to rush that third act just a little bit. I would have liked to slow it down during that final fight. But, I wasn't mad about the pace. I didn't really look at my phone at all and really get bored. I was in it. I loved seeing this whole world. I thought it was really cool. So overall, I gotta say I had a really good time and I really enjoyed this one a lot. I feel like if you enjoy these Disney movies, I feel like you'll enjoy this one. A lot of people say there shouldn't be this many remakes, but I really have fun with these remakes because I feel like you can really reimagine the world a lot. And I feel like it really just helps you transfer into the world more than the animated ones do. And I gotta say I enjoyed it a lot. It makes me feel like how I did when I walked out of Aladdin. I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed this one. I might enjoy Aladdin a little bit more than this one, but I gotta say I really did enjoy this one. So I'm gonna give the live action The Little Mermaid a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, I had a fun time. I feel like this movie's gonna make a lot of money at the box office, and I'm happy for it. We're finally done with week 2 of our summer movie season. Next week, we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm so hyped. But let me know if you saw The Little Mermaid. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.